What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Team 69 Crew channel. Now, today's video is another information thing about GTA 5 and the new DLC they're going to be releasing. Now, if you remember at the beginning of the week, I made a video called New Big GTA 5 DLC, and it announced the two names of the GTA 5 DLCs that we're going to be seeing in the very near future. Basically, the Cunning Stunts is still coming, but they have changed the name to the other DLC, which instead of being called Stealing and Dealing, it is now called Finance and Felony. We'll get further into this in a second, but yeah, like I say, this is actually on Rockstar's Newswire. You can see I'm on at the minute. It says new updates coming soon. It's got a picture of the stunting DLC that's coming out. Now, first thing I want to say is I reckon that stunting DLC will come out sort of maybe July 4th time. July time, early July, late June time maybe. Mainly because of the fact that on the picture you can see that it looks very patriotic. So that makes sense to be like a July 4th, as it's American holidays, it would make sense to why they painted it that colour as well. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not too sure if that is the case, but you know, I'm just going to go with that because it makes more sense. But in the Stealing and Dealing DLC, this looks pretty damn interesting because I do like the sound of this. I'll read from the blurb right now, but you can go to the link in the description to this newsfeed and you can read it for yourself. But it says, in the Stealing and Dealing successor to the Executives and Other Criminals, embark on further adventures in finance and felony. As your organisation enters the lucrative and dangerous world of contraband trafficking, you'll be working with your team from a selection of big new properties that serve as both headquarters and to your organisation as warehouses for your hot merchandise. Manage medical supplies. Manage inventory directly from your HQ, arranging to buy and sell anything from jewels to narcotics to medical supplies from a range of notorious suppliers. Expect the unexpected as you head out with your team to make each pickup. Keep your stock in mint condition to maintain value and sell it for a profit. And watch the area for raids on your warehouse between shipments. So basically, this means it's sort of like, do you know in VIP you've got that sightseer mission? Basically, this is something that's very similar to that, and you have to go to a certain place to go and pick up a shipment with your crew or with whoever bodyguards you've got with you at the time. And by the sounds of it, you have to go and collect this certain stuff you're going to go and collect to take back to your warehouse, and just keep doing that till they'll sell it on as a profit. But in between times, when you store it at the warehouse, which I'm assuming you have to buy, or the property you have to buy, as you go out and do other drops to go and pick up more stuff, you can expect to find either other players or maybe some AI that might come past your warehouse, break in and take your shit, which is at the same time good, but could also get quite frustrating if you've got a massive stock of shipments you want to get out and all of a sudden some other crew has come, swept by and took all your stuff. But it's going to be interesting to see how people play that out. But it does look like a really good DLC. The Cunning Stunts is basically for crazy vehicular action, comes to major updates to the world of GTA 5 online racing and stunting. Then it's just a new realm of creative and fun games. Expect a slew of new stunt-ready vehicles and gear, and the inspired creative scene, which is getting a vast new set of props for an evolution of stunting, racing and trial style creations, and other gameplay possibilities that will surely defy imaginations. This basically means that the creator is getting a fantastic upgrade in what you can do, and for them to say trials you know, obviously if you played the game Trials, it sounds similar to like moving benches, crazy ramps, explosions going off at certain times, maybe a change in lighting, but obviously that's going to be, you know, something to see. But for me, I've made races in the past, I've done creative stuff, but I've never really sort of got into wanting to make some really fantastic maps. I thought I'd put a few checkpoints down here, maybe a jump or two down there, but this one does seem pretty appealing to me, and obviously I think a lot of other people that wouldn't usually make races would be more inclined to make these stunt races, as these props could be spectacular. Now, alongside this stunt and DLC as well, you will be getting new stunt cars. They haven't released any screenshots yet or any information of how much they're going to cost or what they look like, but they said they've got some stunt ready vehicles that will be coming with this DLC, so that's going to be spectacular to find as well. So not only are we going to get the what was it called, is it the Finance and Felony, that's the one. You're going to get the Finance and Felony DLC with new properties to buy, new warehouses to get, and lots of missions for your crew to do. But you're also going to get more cars to go with that in the secondary DLC update. And I'm guessing between times after these two major updates have come out that they will release like they've been doing recently, where they've done the event stays and they've done like cars for Benny. So they might add some more stunt cars in over the time. But I reckon this will be like sort of summer's main DLC. Excuse me, summer's main DLCs. Until we get to sort of like maybe September, October time when they release or do decide to release something else. Um, Obviously, they're going to E3 this year with Rockstar, so it'll be interesting to see what their big announcement's going to be. Ideally, it would be amazing if they could like add a massive expansion to GTA 5 Online, but the likelihood of that happening will sort of, we have to wait and see what happens with that. But I reckon they're really announcing one of their new games, either Agent or Red Dead. It wouldn't be Redemption because obviously that was the second one, so just a new Red Dead game. Um, Unless they make a sequel to Red Dead Redemption, but I don't think they would, unless you play as John Marston's son, as you did at the end of Red Dead Redemption. But yes, hopefully we'll find out what that's going to be. But I'm really looking forward to these new DLCs. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this, because it'd be really good to hear from the community on what they think they would like to expect to see alongside these DLCs and what could potentially happen. And it does sound like something that's going to make you quite a lot of money as well. If you're going to be organising shipments and selling jewellery, narcotics, medical supplies, all that good stuff, it sounds like it's going to be something that's similar to stock market, but it's not going to be quite the stock market, if that makes sense. You're going to be like selling to the best suppliers who's going to pay you the best price. So I'm guessing like the higher, like if you do jewellery for instance, that's going to be the most expensive thing to get. So it might be really hard to obtain those jewellery things than it would be to get medical supplies, for example. So it'd be interesting to see how this plays out. Will it be missions, or will it just be call up, secure a serve, get a location, go and attack it, get the stuff, and sell it on? So it'd be really good to find out. Now, there was rumours that GTA were going to release their content on the 17th of May, which is next Tuesday. But people are saying that it could be the 24th of May, which is the following week. If that is the case, that's kind of shit. But I guess we have to sort of stick with it because there's nothing else we can do. But I would really like to see the update come on the 17th. The fact they put all these updates in recently with the maintenance on the servers and the new content they're going to be announcing, it makes sense that after all this recent stuff they've had with the server issues and stuff, that they would actually add these in sooner rather than later. So obviously I'm hoping, and quite a lot of people are hoping for the 17th, but I do generally think it'll be the 24th if that is the case, because then it lines up for the stunt and jumping DLC to come out on the following week. So it might be 3 weeks, 4 weeks period. I'm not too sure how they're going to work it out, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see. So like I say, leave your comments below, guys, and I'll obviously enjoy talking with you on this topic because it's going to be really good. Something that's actually coming to GTA 5 that's going to benefit us, which is going to be making a nice change over recent DLCs that haven't really been released. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you like this video, let's try and smash about, I don't know, 3 likes. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.